So the Minecraft Bedrock update was released today along with a new trailer to celebrate the fact. In the commercial you see an Xbox and a Nintendo player working together as they go on square-shaped adventures. The entire time they're highlighting how everything you're doing it together. Now, this makes me beyond happy as an overall gamer, and I hope that this is the beginning of a beautiful relationship between Nintendo and Microsoft. While they both may be in the video game business, they know their audience are diverse and yet, similar enough that they have this overlap of cooperation, and really this is only going to help both sides. And I know a lot of people are making the joke about Master Chief now being in Smash Bros. Ultimate, but you got to think bigger than that. We're talking Banjo-Kazooie, we're talking Conquer the Squirrel, we're talking about like Blink's the freaking time cap. So all in all, this is absolutely awesome, and you know what? Since Sony has been back in the spotlight with the whole Fortnite debacle, people have been beyond vocal in saying how Sony is burning all of its goodwill over the course of 2 weeks? And we're talking about all the goodwill that they have built up since the PlayStation 3. I love Sony and I am a huge PlayStation fanboy, but this shade is totally deserved. As someone who can't use my main Fortnite account on my Switch, I'm still pretty salty about that, I'm not gonna lie. And Sony completely screwed over Rocket League players by basically doing the exact same thing with their cosmetics. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but apparently if you buy cosmetics on PlayStation, you can't use them in Rocket League on the PC or anything like that. And don't even get me started on that beyond sorry of a press release that they put out in response to all the backlash for the Fortnite stuff. Sony absolutely crushed it this generation. They have put out some of the greatest games in modern gaming exclusively to their modern consoles. I'm talking PS3 and PS4. They have provided their favorite developers and creators all the resources in the world to make their vision a reality, but they're showing more and more and more that they're getting a little bit too cocky and a little bit too big for their britches. This is the type of hubris that will cause them to make a mistake that they cannot take back. And Jared Petty from Kinda Funny Games Daily brings up a good point about what happens when you get too cocky on the precipice of a generation switch.
Drifted away from their message of being for the players. Where does that go?
In the entire history of console launches, I can think of only one major circumstance where hubris between generations didn't cost a leader a good portion of their leading position. The one exception I can think of is PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2. Every other jump in the history of the medium, going all the way back to the NES, has been a leader giving up market space because of hubris.
Yeah.
And PlayStation is so far ahead right now, and they're making the mistake of acting like they're so far ahead.
Sure.
That really scares me because I love the platform and I don't want to see them screw this up.
Yeah.
He's absolutely right in my opinion. Think about how quickly Sony came in when the Xbox One was having all of its trouble, in the initial launch and all the ramp-up period. Think about all the controversy there was about sharing your games and what that would mean for pre-owned games and all that other stuff. And Sony just took time out of their own press conference to throw some public shade and say, look how easy you can do it with our console. Everyone just completely ate it up because at that point in time, everyone felt like Microsoft was just getting way too cocky and they thought that they could get away with just way too much crap. Now the tables have turned, and while we have a few jabs like Nintendo and Xbox on Twitter, or Major Nelson walking on stage with a Nintendo Switch, Phil Spencer has made it perfectly clear that the Xbox has officially started focusing on the future, and they have started playing the long game. And Sony should really be worried about that. If they haven't yet, they should start worrying right now, because up until recently, people like me didn't really have too much of a reason to look at the Xbox. The PS4 will still probably be the king of this generation, with the Nintendo Switch being close behind. But man, the next E3 that signifies the beginning of the next generation is going to be absolutely interesting. Alright guys, thank you for joining me on this quick little, hot take on what started out with just Nintendo and Microsoft throwing a little bit of shade, but I kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent here, but That's okay. That's what we do here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think a future with Microsoft and Nintendo together, what does that look like to you guys? And what do you guys think Sony should do to make this all right? Because like I said, I love Sony, but I'm not too happy about the way they're doing things right now, and I really want them to kind of fix it and get it together. So let me know what you think, and you know, as usual, smash the like button, the bell, subscribe, smash everything. Just smash everything till you die, man. Still working on E3 stuff. I saw the commercial, I had to take a break and, you know, just kind of talk about this. So yeah, I want to know what you guys think. I can't wait to see what you guys think, and you know, we'll go from there. So until next time, peace.